Hey guys, let me see if I'm live. Let me make sure you guys can hear me here. And that. Hello, hello, hello. As you guys come in, say what's up. Hello. Good night. It is 9:50 p.m., which is like never the time for me to go live. But I'm up and I'm working. And so okay, good. You guys can hear me. Hey, you all. So if you're here with me live, just say hello. If you're on the replay, just put hashtag replay so I can say what's up to you. So listen. First of all, you know I'm never even up or in this office at this hour. But this week has been so amazing. So on Monday and Tuesday, some of my signature clients and Market Your Message came to Philly for us to have our planning intensive that we do every year. So yes, not only, hey Shakita, how are you, darling? Good night. So not only do we, do I do Plan to Profit publicly, like for my audience, right? But I also do it for my private clients. And we had such a great time, but y'all know that it kind of wore me out. So once they left on Tuesday, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to bed early and I'm gonna get up Wednesday and I'm gonna be good. That did not happen. So I literally stayed in my bed the whole day Wednesday, and then today I had to pick up my son from boarding school. So that is how my week has been. And I've been wanting to come and do. Oh, I'm glad to see you. I'm glad that you're well. Oh, thanks. I love my glasses too. Thanks, girl. So yeah, that's the reason why I wasn't able to come and do this live, and I wanted to do it for so long. So we're going to be talking about planning out your 2022. We're also going to be talking about how I can support you on doing that in the Plan to Profit Bootcamp. If you guys have been following me for a really, long time, or even if you've been following me for the last couple of months, then you know that we've been focused on talking about planning. I had my masterclass last week. It's still in the Facebook group if you haven't seen it yet, where I broke down the Plan to Profit blueprint and exactly what you should be doing to plan out your programs, your promotions, and your profit for 2022. Right. And so if you haven't seen that, it's still up in the Facebook group. Definitely go and watch it. It's tagged or pinned to the top of the Facebook group. And those of you who are Instagram or YouTube, because this is being syndicated everywhere at the moment, wherever you're watching me at, the training that I'm talking about is absolutely free, and it is in my Facebook community, the Female Coaches Society. Okay. So you can go and check out that training, right? However, this live, what we're getting ready to do and what we're getting ready to talk about right now is going to be about Plan to Profit and how I'm going to support you in planning out your 2022. Okay. Now, this is like really important to me. As you can see, I started out all because I am a little bit tired. But when I get started talking about planning, I get excited. I get energized because I'm going to tell you something. My success, besides God, it's been my planning, okay? And because of that, I get excited to talk about this, and I love being able to support entrepreneurs in proper planning, because I believe that most people do not reach their goals, whether it's financial goals, spiritual goals, whether it's their business goals, weight loss goals, any of it. Because even, I'm a person just like you, and I have my weight loss goals, my spirituality goals as well. And I believe that a lot of times the reason why we don't reach those goals is because we do not do proper planning. And then we have some people that do proper planning, but they don't follow through, right? And so we are committed to plan for 2022, and we are committed to following through on those plans. So now that I got that out the way, again, those of you who are here with me live, just say what's up. Don't let me talk to myself, okay? Because I know you guys are here, right? So say what's up. And if you're on the replay, just put hashtag replay so I can come back and say thank you to you. So first, I want to talk about why I do Plan to Profit, right? So this is my 5th year. Hey, Wendy, how are you? Thank you for joining. So this is my 5th year doing Plan to Profit, right? And the reason why I continue to do this every year is because for me, when I became an entrepreneur. I became an entrepreneur at 18 years old. And I always tell the story that I was an entrepreneur even before then, because my mom was in network marketing and she used to put me in the businesses that she would join. But I officially became an entrepreneur at 18 years old, right? And when I became an entrepreneur, it was because I was a single mom. I was a teenage mom, and I wanted to be able to make extra money. I needed extra money, right? And then, of course, my reasons evolved from there. But I wanted to create a better life for me, and I wanted to create a better life for my kids, right? And that's how it all started. I don't know if any of you who are here, who are listening to this right now, can resonate, but that's how it started for me. I needed extra money because I wanted to create a better life for me and my children. Now, as I started to grow in entrepreneurship and I started to see the possibilities, then obviously I evolved, right? Because then I wanted freedom. I wanted options, right? I did not want to be stuck at a job, right? I remember when my son was born. And first, let me just say that if you are at a job, this is not really about that, because I 100% support having a job, okay? And your business is supposed to supplement that until it can literally substitute that income, if that makes sense, right? So this is not about leaving your job, but this is just about sharing with you why this is my 5th year doing Plan to Profit and why I believe that I'm going to continue doing this, right? So quickly, as I started working, I remember when my son was born, he was sickly. He had bad asthma and like bronchitis. And he used to get fevers, and the daycare would say, I can't bring him in. And I would keep getting laid off. That's the reason why I've never really had a good paying job. Like all my jobs are like $8, $10 an hour. And I would continue getting laid off. And I didn't want people to be in charge of when I could stay home with my kids, when I can take them to the pediatrician, worrying about me losing my job. I wanted options and I wanted freedom. And that's what it was about for me. So when I started growing my business, what do you think happened? Like many of you, I did not know what to do. So I started spending a lot of time learning on YouTube, trying to figure this thing out. And that is how I stumbled into proper planning, organizing systems, using project management softwares to be able to organize behind my business. And it helped me. And I just got better and better with planning over the years. And I know that this can happen for you too, right? So let me start with number one. The first thing that when it comes to Plan to Profit, how this can support you is by giving you clarity, right? So I have a client, Stephanie. I was just looking at the testimonial videos that we got from our planning intensive, and Stephanie had said on her video that it gives her so much clarity, right? And that doing the planning intensive makes her feel like when she goes into the new year, she can be confident with what she's doing and her content and how she's going to reach her profit goals. And that's number one when it comes to Plan to Profit. Plan to Profit will give you clarity, right? Because if you're not clear on where you're going, if you don't have steps, if you don't have a roadmap, then you're not going to be able to get there. And even if you do get there, because I think that with resilience, with resourcefulness, with, ambitious, being driven, right? I believe with all those qualities, you could still get there, but it's going to take longer. You are going to make a lot more mistakes, and the trial and error is going to be a lot longer, like it was for me, right? So without the steps and without the clarity, you're not going to be able to reach your goals in the fastest way possible. Does that make sense? And so Plan to Profit, number one, will give you clarity. And I always say that clarity brings confidence, right? So when you're clear on the offers that you're putting out, and I hope you guys are following me. If you're following me, just give me a 1 below. Shakita said, resonates with me. I started my business to support myself. Yes, that is what most people do, right? They start their business for those reasons. If I'm speaking to you and you're following me, just give me a 1 below, okay? So clarity brings confidence, right? When you're clear on the offers that you're putting out there, when you're clear on who you're speaking to, so you have great messaging, right? When you're clear on the content that's going to support those offers and when you're clear on the strategy on how you're going to put it out in front of people, you show up more confidently. All right. You show up more confidently. And guess what? When you show up more confidently, you make more cash. It's plain and simple. So clarity brings confidence, and confidence brings cash. So the number one thing that Plan to Profit would support you with is giving you clarity in those areas. Your programs, your promotions, which is your marketing, your content, your launches, right? Your promotions, and your profit. That's your numbers, right? So that way you could go into the new year with clarity and confidently knowing what you have to do every day to reach these goals that you have set for yourself. I'm keep going like this, y'all, because I feel like I have a hair that's like right here. But yeah, hold on. I'm about to put up my little overlay real quick. There we go. We're going to do a Q&A. So yeah, so basically you get what I'm saying? So clarity is going to bring confidence. And when you're confident and you show up confidently, you make more cash. Now, the second way that Plan to Profit can support you is what I mentioned with before, right? Which is organization. Okay. So you cannot be successful. You cannot be clear. You cannot be confident in chaos. Does that make sense? You cannot function in confusion, in chaos, right? And so when you are growing a business, it's also very important to be very organized, right? Because remember, we're talking about being able to reach your profit goals, your financial goals, your health goals, whatever it is, being able to reach your goals, right? In the fastest way possible, right? And a lot of times when you are not organized, you don't know what you got going on. There's a lot of confusion and chaos in your business, then you're not able to take strategic action to be able to reach your goals, right? And so organization is also very important. So another thing we did on Monday and Tuesday is that I created a Trello board, right? So everybody knows that the project management software I use is Trello, right? And I'm not even going to show anything right now because I'm big on that. And that kind of overwhelms people when they never, when they don't have someone to support them through it. But yeah, so I showed them my Trello board and I created a Trello board to help them keep all their content and launches and everything organized. And I'm talking about down to every single post for every platform organized for 2022. And it was amazing, right? Just watching all the ladies plan this stuff out. I need you guys to understand that Plan to Profit is about supporting you in that area. All right. Another thing I need you guys to understand, which I don't have this on my notes. I just lost my place here, which I don't have this on my notes. But another thing that I need you guys to understand is that Plan to Profit is not for you to come and learn. So that's the reason why when I first started the live, I said, go in the Facebook group, go to the pinned post and watch the free masterclass. Because in the masterclass, I gave you the whole blueprint. Like I don't sell information. Okay. So anybody that works for me know that I don't sell information. If you want information, you could get that for free from me. You don't have to pay for that. Right. So you go in the Facebook group, click the pinned post, and it's going to walk you through the entire blueprint and what you need to do. Plan to Profit, however, is you having me to actually execute the things that I've taught you. Okay. So you can look at the masterclass and you can go and do it on your own. If you feel like you can, I'm here with you. Do it. Right? Do it. Challenge yourself and do it. But if you want to make this easier and you want to coach alongside you to be able to execute this over the 3 days, then that's what Plan to Profit is all about. So you don't come to learn. Come to do. Okay. Now, the next thing is, so we talked about clarity. We talked about organization. The next thing is systems, right? So many of you say to me that I want to be able to make more money. I just discovered Trello. Yes, girl, I love Trello. Okay. So many of you say you want to be able to make more money. You want to be able to start scaling. You want to be able to start using Facebook ads. You want to be able to do a lot of things. But some of the things that you want to be able to do is going to require you to step into systems. Somebody write that down. Step into systems, right? And so what Plan to Profit is about, again, is helping you put those systems in place. Planning, processes, and procedures that's going to allow you to be what? More profitable. Okay. So that's the third way that Plan to Profit can support you. I'm almost done and I'm going to let you guys go. I know that it's late, But I just want to encourage you that if you haven't grabbed your spot, we have 9 more spots left for Plan to Profit. You can click the link anywhere around this training, wherever you're watching me at, and join us. Okay. So the next thing, growth opportunity. Growth opportunity. The name of the game is growth, right? And so when you start to map out your programs, map out your promotions, assess your 2021, because that's one of the phases. Remember, we went through 4 phases. The first phase is productivity and assessing things, right? So when you assess your 2021, what's going to happen is you're going to see a lot of growth opportunities, because your numbers and the data is going to tell you where you need to pay attention to, right? And so that is another thing that Plan to Profit is going to support you with. Again, if you're listening to me, this is resonating with you, it is something that you know you want to do, you have big financial goals for 2022, you want to be able to plan your way to reaching those goals, then join us for Plan to Profit. I'll tell you all about Plan to Profit in a minute. 2 more. The next thing, actually 1 more. So the next thing, the next way that Plan to Profit can support you is by helping you deliver results. Okay. So Plan to Profit is very strategic. I don't know if you guys, again, if you've been following me for a long time or for any period of time, then you know that I'm very strategic, right? And you know that everything that I do is well thought out, analytic type of brain, right? Right. And so when I built Plan to Profit, that's the way I built it, where every step will allow you to continue to plan out your business. So you ever heard that saying, like bird's eye view, like being able to see the big picture of what you're doing every day and what result you can expect from what you're doing? That's what I'm talking about. That's the results, right? So Plan to Profit gets you to see exactly where your results is going to come from. Okay. Are you guys paying attention? So this is how Plan to Profit is going to support you. I've given you many ways that we can support you in this program. Like I said, we have 9 more spots, and we close the doors on Sunday. Okay. And we won't be back with it until October 2022. So I want to encourage you. I want to challenge you. Don't go into another year without proper planning in place. Don't go into another year without knowing what programs you're launching, when you're launching, what content is going to support these launches. You can't call yourself a CEO if you're not understanding what it means to run a business in this type of way. And again, that is how Plan to Profit is going to support you. Okay, so let me give you guys the link. Yes, girl. Thank you. First of all, thank you for being with me so late. Like, I'm never live like this. But again, this week has been so amazing with clients. It's so amazing. And another thing is, have you guys been following my stories? So you guys know we're moving into new offices for the new year. And I've been showing you guys behind the scenes as I've been visiting the offices. I'm so excited for that too. We are if I haven't been leveling up already, just pay attention. All right, let me give you guys the link, and then I'm going to leave you. How do I get to my comments here? Okay, here we go. So this is the link for you to go ahead and register. Those of you who are on Instagram, you can go ahead in my bio. You can either click the photo or the first button, I believe it is, and you can go ahead and grab your spot for Plan to Profit, okay? When you get to the page, it will give you all the information that you need. And if you do have any more questions, then you can, ask those questions in our Facebook group, okay? Thank you, Shakita. I appreciate you. All right, so here's the link. 2021. There you go. So those of you on Facebook can have that, and you know where to go. Instagram. All right. So thank you so much for being with me. Oh wait, before I go, one more thing. Hold on. One more thing that I wanted to say. I told you guys that I was gonna go into. Hold on one second, guys. I told you that I was going to tell you a little bit more about Plan to Profit for those who don't know. Yes. Okay, so Plan to Profit, this year we're going to be doing it as a 3-day boot camp. So on day 1, we'll be mapping out your programs, your offers for 2022. On day 2, we'll be mapping out your promotions, right? And so promotions just means your launch content, the content that supports the programs and the products that you're going to be selling in 2022, right? And then on day 3, we'll be mapping out your profit. So it's all about the numbers. So taking inventory, that's looking at your internal numbers, right? And then coming up with your projected numbers, so that way you know what your goals are as you go into 2022 to be able to make those profit goals, right? So that's how the 3 days are going to work. We're meeting on November 29th, 30th, and December 1st from 8 p.m. to 9:30 every single day. Okay, so about an hour and a half every day, the 29th, the 30th, and the 1st. The next thing is that we have the Facebook community where you'll get 30 days of support even after, right? Because I do understand that some of you may be starting at a newer level. It may take you a little bit longer to execute, and I want you to be able to have that support. So we'll be giving you 30-day support, okay? Let me see what else. You get lifetime access to everything, right? So you'll really be able to step into Plan to Profit and step into 2022 confidently, okay? So that is what it's all about. Again, if you have any more questions, let me know. I cannot wait to support you. Thank you for being with me tonight, and I will see you guys later. All right. All right.